Hey everybody! You guys will literally watch anything. I'm just saying. But I will be talking philosophy while I do the dishes. So if you don't want to watch me do the dishes, just leave and watch something else. There's more important things to watch, but there's more important things to listen to. So I'm not going to swear at all. I'm going to keep this very cordial and everything because I want to talk about YouTube. Tell me why YouTube wants to treat me like crap. I don't know. Oh, I wasn't supposed to swear. I wasn't supposed to swear. You guys will literally watch anything. Yeah, I'm going to be putting this on my channel. Isn't that great, guys? You guys just watch me do dishes. Yeah, no, they're right here. I'm about to wash them down the drain. It's all this bacon grease because they're all a bunch of bloosh bags. You guys, if you guys want to see a video, I uploaded a video to my members only content, and I had a bloosh bag nearly cause a 5-car accident. And he didn't give a damn about the cop flying down the road. That's the whole ironic thing here. So it was a, one lane each way. And I'll just tell you right now what it's all about. But the guy went on the side of us, on the right side of us, crossed over the white line into the rumble strip, like speeding past us, like 20 miles per hour faster than us. As he was doing that, though, a cop was coming the other way. And everyone in front of me, I was trying to move over. We couldn't move over because the bloosh bag, yes, his whole freaking pickup is entirely blue. His back window has ghosts on it. It's a ghost vehicle, guys. And when I finally confronted him, I actually was able to track him down. He was speeding and crossing, double line and everything like that. Just absolutely ignorant, And civil rights gone wild, formerly known as, now known as Yeets. It's a cop, or Yeet. It's a cop. Yeah. He was with me. He was in the car. And I chased him down. He started to park his pickup over at a Planet Fitness, and if you want to see his face, go watch the video. But I called him out. Everyone in the parking lot was agreeing with me. I was explaining to the guy, like, hey, you're one dumb MFer. He nearly caused a collision that would end up, affecting that cop. Imagine a bloosh bag causing a major pileup. Yeah, it was crazy, guys. It was insane. And unfortunately, I didn't have my dash cam footage. I thought I hit the button to save it. I guess it didn't save. So I didn't get it. And I also put my whole entire live stream. I'm going to edit up some pieces of it for another video. But I put my entire birthday stream yesterday into my members only as well. So it's to be a flawed member. I think it's $4.99 a month. I'm not going to push that too hard, guys. I am going to have exclusive content like the bloosh bag. Absolutely. Stuff like that. It's not really an audit, something that I experienced out in the world. You'll see, like, some cool places, that sort of thing. That'll be on my members only page. If you never plan out to come to New Hampshire, I'll show you some things in the New Hampshire area. Guys, you guys will literally watch anything. Seriously, guys. Yeah, that is all burnt on, so don't criticize my clean dishes, guys. Come on. What I'll do is, like, after I'm done doing the dishes here, I'm gonna go back into YouTube Studios, and you know, the trolls love to watch stuff like this because they think that I'm gonna talk about things, and I am. I'm gonna talk about how they watch everything, literally everything, and I'm gonna make ad break every like 10 seconds in the video. So they're going to be stuck watching this. Because I do the dishes very uniquely, this is original content, YouTube. Because people will literally watch anything. Guys, if you haven't done your dishes yet, why don't you go ahead and play this in the background while doing dishes? We'll all do dishes together. It could be worse. I could be doing my laundry, my dirty laundry. Or cleaning the bathroom. All things that we have to do around here. Just like that. Yep. You guys will literally watch anything. Guys, if you don't know about libertarianism, get over there and look up some libertarianism. There's a lot of fake libertarians, the linos. A lot of fake linos out there. Because the libertarian principle is based off of the non-aggression principle. Basically, you don't have the right to do unto others at will unless they consent. And even then, is it morally correct to do things? I don't know. That's subjective. But I do know throwing people in cages for victimless crimes is absolutely a load of crap. It's baloney, sorry, I shouldn't use the word crap. I'll tell you, I'm going to be doing some interesting audits in the future with the post office. Not as, I guess it's, you know, investigative research. It'll be interesting. Guys, what do you think? There's a troll out there that wants me to meet up with him at where he lives. Should I just send him some mail? He gave me his address. It's pretty funny. You guys will literally watch anything. I actually think that some of the police stations make accounts to have them watch. That's my guess. Can you guys see all the members in the chat? Are there any interesting ones? Ah, see? They dropped. They dropped when that happened. You're now watching The Wash Daily. Actually, I just copied my friend there. That's his intro. If you guys haven't heard of The Wash Daily, check it out. Look up The Wash Daily Cannabis News on YouTube. He needs subscribers, guys. Get over there. He was making like 3-minute long videos. I was like, you gotta do a little bit longer. And thankfully, he's been doing the 5-minute long videos. That's even better. But they're good. They're actually good. It's like the Onion News. You know, you only hear about like a couple minutes of the Onion News every day. Well, he's giving us cannabis news, guys. Cannabis. It's interesting. Get over there. Guys, thank you for watching, because I know you literally watch anything. Guys, I came up with a new term. It's called the banksters gangsters, and that's really the police and the court system, right? They put you in a boondoggle of finances that you could probably never get out of. Just look at some of these activists out there, like Blind Justice. James Freeman was able to pay for a lot of his bail money, but not everyone is able to pay for their bail. We don't make millions of dollars off of YouTube. I wonder if, like, behind closed doors, they're like, oh, isn't this what he asked for, huh? This is what he asked for. Well, you know, that's not what we want. We actually want what happened in Fall River. Right? Fall River yesterday. And that is absolutely nothing. They treat us with respect. We had no particular confrontation that was noteworthy of a complaint. They were very respectful officers. They secured their perimeters. They did everything they need to do in Fall River. And I'm going to tell you what, they get an A+ in my book. And I don't ever give cops an A+. You know that. And they did pretty good. Fall River Police seem to be very respectful from what I saw. We didn't have many encounters with them out in the street, but you know, I respected them putting up their tape and that sort of thing. Thanks for watching, guys, because I know you'll watch literally anything. Honestly, I don't even know who's in here right now. And if there's no mods, that's okay. So I'm not going to do chat replay later on. And so therefore, I'm just going to run the ads. If you guys didn't see, yesterday I went to Attleboro, home of the troll that we all know. Let's go to jail. Fudgy Fishy. You better strengthen those fingers up now, KP. Yeah, I'm wasting water, right? Well, we have to keep this water running anyways, or the pipes can freeze, so, yeah. Don't worry about that, guys. Any trolls that are watching, thank you. Hit that like button. You guys do help with the algorithm. So your service is welcome. Shout out to Anarchy, if she's watching at all. I'm not seeing who's watching at all right now. Shout out to Anarchy, because, you know, she needs to refocus her intention on what YouTube's about. I just don't think it's about the drama. I think it's about trying to have fun. And if you let these trolls get to you, then your friends should tell you, hey, look, don't let it get to you. That's all that's going to happen. If you need that reassurance every time, that's great. But honestly, try to get on to a different subject. Something that maybe make up some fake news for the trolls. That's fun. That's fun. Fake news for the trolls, guys. Let them run with it. Guys, if you haven't contacted or written to Josh yet, do that, please. Record yourself doing it, document it, send it to Accountability for All. They'll post it up there, and you can see your own audit of you sending mail to Josh. You gotta make sure that the court system or the prison system is providing his right to his mail. Shout out to No Name. He made a video of him sending out mail to Josh. Thank you very much. Oh, did I spell philosophy wrong? I'm so sorry. I think one of lessons in life is like where we put our energy, right? And if our energy is put toward the people that we don't know, don't trust, and this isn't energy put out to them right now per se. When I do put energy out to them, it's kind of facetious and funny, but this energy I'm putting out is to the people that I am friends with, that I do know and I do care for, and those who deserve to be in a free society, not the ones that promote a totalitarian society, a fascist society, a tyrannical society. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, mutual respect, voluntarism. Once we learn those principles, and you'll have a better outlook on how you treat people, or how you treat yourself when it comes to learning about the truth and what's right, what's wrong. You know, and what is right and wrong, right, guys? Isn't that subjective in many ways? People think, you know, doing certain things is wrong, but ask yourself this one thing. Did it cause a victim? That didn't cause a victim. I wielded my knife toward the water. Oh, cutting the water up. That's not a victim. Water is not the victim here. Maybe, because I'm wasting some of it. Like probably some of y'all said in chat by now. But I only do so much, guys. Only do so much. But did you create a victim? If there's a victim, then there's a crime. If there's no victim, no crime. So, I guess I had someone give me a tip earlier. Messina, New York, the mayor apparently got arrested for the use of narcotic. I guess cocaine. I'm not sure what it was. I think it was cocaine. And also, I guess they're getting him possibly for other charges like smuggling and assisting in smuggling and that sort of thing. And well, you know what? At first, I was thinking, hey, you know what? That sucks. I mean, not that I condone the drugs that he was using and all that stuff. I don't condone the use of drugs, okay? I actually don't prefer people to do it. However, it is your choice. And that's my first initial thought. Oh, this guy was making personal choice. He was using drugs, and he actually threw like a little baggie out the window and everything as they were pulling him over. And yeah, they arrested the mayor. The thing is that... okay, he didn't hurt anybody right there, and he made personal choices. However, he was stealing those drugs from the evidence room. And where does the evidence room get their drugs? From seizures. And those seizures are creating victims. They're not, you know, they're not helping society when you arrest them. Actually, I think if they decriminalize all drugs, yes, you'll see use of these drugs probably. But you know what? It's like... what is the safer of the drugs? The ones they prosecute the most of, right? Like cannabis and that sort of thing. And obviously prohibition of alcohol was a thing, and they still had their own alcohol on the side, and that's exactly what this mayor was doing. Is like, you know, diving into the stuff that he was taking. And that's wrong. That's wrong. He deserves it. And you know what? He deserves the punishment he's getting because he's enforcing the same laws that he's breaking. And it brings me back to the Slater Center in Providence, Rhode Island, because I did a protest there a few years ago. And the Slater Center actually sells, one of the owners is a former police chief. Okay, guys, a former police chief. At one time, he used to arrest you for it. Now he sells you it. Think about that, guys. He sells it to you now. Would you buy it from that guy? I'd go elsewhere. If anything, support the black market. And the reason why you should support the black market is because they're not the ones, you know, giving in to the system and giving them a cut and basically keeping them. It's like the extortion fee, really. It's the extortion fee to be free? Nah. No. I can remember, a nice historical event that we should talk about every once in a while, and that's the burning of the Gaspee. I don't know if you guys heard about the burning of the Gaspee, but that was before even the Tea Party. And I think there's a reason why they pushed the Tea Party as like, oh, the spark of the revolution. No, literally the spark of the revolution happened in Warwick. The spark in Warwick. See the terms they use here? And it had to do with the Gaspee ship running amok onto a sandbar. And the colonists like, hey, that's the ship that comes in town and taxes us. Oh, hell no. And they went out there and they brought their torches, they rowed on the rowboats, and they went out there and burned it. Well, before they did that, one of the colonists took a shot at the captain, and it was 4 inches below the navel. And I guess he reportedly had kids after that. Okay, guys. But they burned that ship down. And, Rhode Island was just celebrating that event for a very long time. They had the Gaspee Day parades and everything, but they were rumoring trying to cancel it and all this stuff. And yeah, it's really ironic parade because you'll see like all like the senators and congressmen in Rhode Island in that parade, all the prestigious ones like Cicilline, Langevin, Reed, Whitehouse, and they'll be all, it's funny, the parade starts at the Gaspee Point and it ends at the Rhode Island Freemasons Lodge. Okay, guys, like the judging booth is like on the Freemasons property. There's a lot of interesting things that happened there over the years. But yeah, sorry, I'm distracted with dishwashing. You guys will literally watch anything, I gotta tell you. Yeah, look up the burning of the Gaspee on YouTube. There's a C-SPAN special about it, and people have also made their own videos about it. I think We the People of RI, my original stomping grounds, and actually the first time I ever got involved in any sort of political action, like just reaching out to anybody else. It was like this anti-New World Order rally at Gaspee Point in Warwick, Patuxent Village. Guys, whatever you do, if you go to Patuxent Village, do not pick up a rock and don't throw it off the bridge there. Because if you throw a rock off the bridge in Patuxent, you can get a ticket offense. Okay? Don't do that. It's one of the oldest standing laws in the state, I guess, or something like that. One of the weird ones, anyways. Yeah, I think they're trying to erase history these last few years. Over in Bristol, you got the country's oldest parade, and they tried to ban handing out of the Constitution at that parade. They tried to do it one year. They didn't like that they were doing it. People were doing it, and then the next year they tried at the parade. What do you call it? Organizers. They were trying to ban handing out any material at the parade unless approved. But it's the Constitution, guys, and it was like the country's oldest parade. You know? Oh God, it's crazy. They backtracked on that one. They backpedaled on that one for sure. But I mean, this year, I guess they restricted it too in a sense because it was limited amount of people to go. All this baloney because of the cerveza bug, COVIDs, the beer bug. And since the fascists are in control here I'm not in Rhode Island. The fascists in Rhode Island, Gina Raimondo, and all the other ones. My God. I don't know how they get away with it, guys. I don't know if you guys heard, but NPR was talking about how come June 1st is your last chance to willingly get your vaccine, June 1st. So hopefully June 2nd doesn't roll around and you're still in the cities. Get prepared, guys. Get some food. Save up some food. You never know what's going to happen. If it's not all crazy already with the whole election that's creating so much turmoil in people's minds right now. They're wondering which buildings should we be protesting, which groups should we thinking about protesting where and how when all these things go down. It's happening, guys. You think even if Biden gets in, you think the left's going to stop protesting? Oh, hell no. Hail to the no. Think about it, guys. My guess, here's my prediction, is that within 2 months there's going to be another terrorist attack in this country. They're going to create another boogeyman. That'll be like, oh, you can't deny this one, can you? Can't deny this boogeyman. But I think it's going to be something like that. There's no way that they're developing all the tracking systems to be able to do this right now, guys. I do think they're going to be pushing this climate control pretty hard. It seems like that's been the recent kind of hysteria, because they know that this mask thing and this beer bug situation isn't going to fly, right? It's not going to fly. So they're going to have to go back to the climate change, get everyone riled up around Greta Thunberg. I think Greta Thunberg and David Hogg should get married. Wait until they find out about gas-powered guns, guys. Just gonna soak these plates. This stuff has been drying on for a few days. Haven't been around. Didn't feel like doing dishes on my birthday. Guess I gotta do them the day after my birthday. You know, I've been on this planet for 36 years in one day. That means something. So if you guys want a little bit of history where I came from and all this, yes, the anti-New World Order rally was the first thing I ever went to. I met some key people there, got to know some people, and some of them were still lifelong friends from that rally. And then I got involved in the Ron Paul movement. I went up to the New Hampshire recount, witnessed John McCain vote stacking. Couldn't do anything about it. We weren't allowed to question the validity of the vote. We just got to witness the counting of the vote. So who does the validity of the vote? So what happened was these are all hand done. These are just like someone prints them off a computer, and really roughly like almost like a, out of curriculum teacher made her own test type of thing. Check here for John McCain, or check here for Dennis Kucinich or Ron Paul, right? Those options were there. It was very simple, but it looked like at the end of every time they got a box of ballots, the last few were all John McCain, always. Every time I saw it happen, and they looked like they were rushed check marks. All the same, like, kind of look to them, like as if somebody did them all in the end of those stacks. And I had a friend that chased around all the ballot boxes. It was a primary. It was the New Hampshire primary for the general election. So they totally screwed up that election. I think I forget her name right now. Beth Harris. Beth Harris. From Democracy Hacked or something like that. I think that's what it was called. If anyone remembers that. She was exposing that. She was there documenting everything that was going on. But I had a friend that followed those ballots around the state, and to make sure that they didn't ever tampered with them. And all the boxes were sealed, even when they came out of the truck to what was the place in Concord? Oh man, the records. I think it was the records department, and that's where we went to go witness. And the boxes went into the back of the building, and then the boxes came into the room where they're doing the counts, but all the seals were broken. Right? All the boxes were opened up. Don't you think those boxes should have stayed sealed and then brought into the room for them to do their whatever they had to do to open them, other than just count them in front of witnesses? They tampered with it completely, guys. Completely tampered. Dennis Kucinich spent $2 million to get that recount, and they threw it out. They faked all the votes. There's no tickets. There's no tracing of these votes. Nothing. It was just like carbon copied from the Xerox machine. Whatever. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. The reason why I'm not doing the dishes properly because the water just got cold. We're in out of hot water. Doing what I can. I find it kind of funny, guys. I went to that anti-mask rally, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but I am going to talk about it. I think it's important to mention. I went to the anti-mask rally at the governor's house, Governor Sununu, Gesundheit, and everyone was there protesting his house right across from the street, on like a cul-de-sac island. Everything's great, and then people decided to walk down the path right next to his house, that led to the main road, and eventually you run into the town hall. And I guess some people didn't like that. Some people stepped off the path a little bit. It was never clearly marked. There was no trespassing signs at Sununu's house. So you would have to get a verbal warning at least to not be there. I don't think anyone there ever got a verbal warning. I think it was understood that we shouldn't go on his property because we went there to protest. That's reasonable. However, no one did. No one really approached. When I say nobody really approached, that kid tried to deliver pizza to him. And the police were like, no, he's all set. Thank you, though. So Shout out to nobody for buying the pizzas. But so I was in chat afterwards, the chat for the rally, and some of the people were saying, "Oh, hey, maybe we need to stay on topic and not talk about all these other different things." Like people get into different philosophies, and this is a philosophical thing. Do we need to wear a mask, right? Like it's more than just like a mandate and a supposed enforceable law, right? This is more about principles of life. Do you people have the right to tell other people what to do without, a reasonable explanation, like you've actually caused harm to somebody or you have restitutions to pay? Even then, do you have to use the violence to get to those points? Likely not, right? There are circumstances, but that may occur, but there's none that are usually reasonable, and the state definitely doesn't have the right to put a mask on anyone. So, that being said, these are the same people that wave Trump flags, right? And they're telling other people, let's stick to the topic at bay, which is masks. Okay, all right, sure, let's do that. Let's talk about the masks while you wave Trump flags. Okay, well, Trump appointed Fauci, which created this whole pandemic that got all these state governors scared, that made them do these executive orders, and they knew that they were going to be guaranteed federal funds from this fake Fauci head, and yeah, I think it's on point that you keep waving that Trump flag then, because it's right on topic to the masks, right on topic. But, I actually never said that they shouldn't wave their flags. They are welcomed to wave their flags. That flagatory imagery. You're allowed to express your flagatory imagery as much as you want. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. Actually, I was actually very happy to know that there were Trump supporters there. There was supposedly Antifa at the rally. There was libertarian anarchists. I didn't see any Democrats. I didn't see any. Maybe thankfully for that. I'm not saying that I'm totally excluding them out, but there's a likely chance that they would have been wearing a mask. And people from all over came, and it was great. I think that was a very uniting moment for us all there. But I didn't have to wave a flag for a political candidate to say that masks are wrong. And should I be criticized if I flew my own flag? What if my flag was super offensive? You gonna have a problem with my flag? Sorry about your feelings. Anyways, guys, you guys will literally watch anything. Oh yeah, by the way, I was banned from those chats. I was banned from the chats, guys. Yeah, kind of silly. Kind of silly because I know a lot of people that are probably going to want to be there. Not in a physical sense. No. Never like that. It's always, this is, a minor disagreement on, what people should be telling other people what to do while they're doing the same thing that they shouldn't be doing that they said they wouldn't do. And, yeah, so we're going to have people, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more people there that I'm going to invite. I was told I wasn't welcome to the rally because of this disagreement. However, this person did not actually even read the chat. He just saw a bunch of Trumpers arguing with an anarchist in the chat. I wasn't discouraging them from doing anything restrictive to themselves or hold themselves back in there. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy in what they were saying. But I think they know what they're saying. I think they know that they're wrong. And that's why they kicked me out. I mean, I've banned people from my channel, but that's always because of, them doing certain particular insults, posting personal information, or that sort of thing. You guys know there's limits, right? What you can allow on your channel. But my only disagreement with them was them telling me what I can and can't do on a rally. How dare you? It's exactly what Sununu is all about. That's exactly why you're protesting, because you have someone telling you what you can and cannot do. So I'm going to make a sign for the guy who runs the rally, because he said he had a sign contest. Well, maybe I'll be a week too late. But I'm going to make a sign. And it's going to say, power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. And it's funny, guys, because the name of the group that they formed is called Absolute Defiance. Ho ho! Well, I'm going to change that name right now for them. I'm going to change that name because I'm going to rebrand the Absolute Defiance to myself and what's actually absolute defying. And it's called Absolute Compliance. That's the name of their group now. Absolute Compliance. Follow your leader, your leader, your leader. Follow your leader. We're going off a cliff. Ah! I don't know, maybe I'm going to try to be the most offensive person there. We'll see. And it's funny because they were also confusing me in the chat to be Bucket Boy. They thought I was Bucket Boy, guys. That just shows you how much research they're doing. They're just automatically assuming who you are, putting judgments on you that may or may not be true. I think it's absolutely disgusting, guys. This is why I don't hang out with Republicans. If I was going to hang out with Republicans, it's because you saw me with Michael Picard or Steve Schaefer. Or, you know what, shout out to Rod Weber. He's got some balls. He's got some mad big balls. You guys will literally watch anything. Guys, I just dirtied a bunch of dishes just so you'll watch me wash them. This is the only way I can make money on YouTube. Because YouTube is demonetizing all my videos. Which is fine, because it wasn't all about the money anyways. But it'd be nice if they paid me, because I'm staying within the terms, YouTube conditions, terms agreements. I did say crap. There's also a fish. I was referring, I'm redefining the word crap, but it's not identifying as that dirty thing. It's identifying as that fish. So anything that that YouTube algorithms pick up right now when it comes to crap, it's actually the crap fish. Okay, just to make that clear. This is a also educational video for YouTube. You guys, if you haven't watched my Thanksgiving special yet, it was a hoot. Guys, definitely check out my members only section to see the videos you're not watching. I did put my birthday audit up on there. So if you're watching it live, you know, maybe you got an upper hand on that. But you didn't see the blue spag video, you know. Me and Yeet, it's a cop. That's a YouTube channel, by the way. Yeet, it's a cop. And that's spelled Y-E-E-T. And that was formerly known as Civil Rights Gone Wild. He was with me when we were driving in that blue spag. He was speeding like 20 miles per hour over the speed limit on the right, in the breakdown lane, crossing the white line on the rumble strip. And not only that, he never put his brakes on. He never put his brakes on. He sped right past everyone on the right. He didn't see if any of them were turning because there was actually an intersection coming up. Well, at least like a right turn. And he didn't see it. He couldn't have seen that. Sped right by 3 cars. And not only that, but while he was doing that, there was a police car coming the opposite way. People pulling over on that side of the road. And the cop would have nearly hit all of us if we had to swerve. I don't know what I would have done if that truck wasn't like basically riding dirt on the side of the highway, or like the 40 mile per hour route. So he was quite the blue spag, and I mean it. His whole freaking truck was blue and like a blue spag, and he had a thin blue line flag in his cockpit. What do you call it? Inside of his truck there, inside the window. He also threatened his dog on me because I was calling him out for his bullshit. But that's only for members only, guys. If anything, guys, he probably should lose his license. He seems like a very aggressive person. It seems like he just does it all the time. Probably feels extremely privileged person. Guys, did you ever learn about Ron Paul? Ron Paul is a great guy. He's voted no on most bills ever. Voted no. There was some controversial no's too, but they were principled controversial no's. Congress wanted to give an award to Martin Luther King, and he's like, I don't think this is in the values of Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King wouldn't steal from you to give an award out. That is not what Congress does. So people criticized him, said he was racist for that. Actually, I went to Occupy Providence back in the day during the whole Occupy movement. Yeah, I was down there for 2 weeks, guys, and I worked full time, unlike all the other people there. Okay, and so I was sleeping in the park, and I had a Ron Paul sign. Actually, this is how it all started. Okay, this is how it all started. I started writing in chalk on the ground and on the base of a statue, like fight the New World Order, Ron Paul, 2012, and all this stuff, and like, you know, I'm just expressing myself like everyone else wants to express themselves, because I think this is a solution at that time. I'm never going to vote again. The Ron Paul campaign was the last chance to that. No, Joe Jorgensen will never be a Ron Paul. Anyways, I put my sign up, and it got vandalized. They criticized me for doing graffiti on the statue, and they actually went over there and washed off right away. Congratulations. And then it was funny because somebody ended up spray painting on the statue the next day, and people were still trying to accuse me of that. No, I never use spray paint. I use chalk. I also donated to the cause all of my chalk so that everyone else can draw legally on flat surfaces around the city messages in chalk. Because according to the law, you're not allowed to have anything permanent. So if you like put a hodgepodge, that's not considered permanent. So that poster can be easily cleaned off with a little bit of water. Same thing as chalk. However, spray paint, no. That's why graffiti is illegal in the cities. Whatever. I think some graffiti should be just left alone and they let them do it in certain areas so they don't tag businesses, but that's just me. There's a solution for everything, guys. It takes private businesses to allow graffiti in most places. Okay, they have to approve it. And then some of it looks really cool. I can't even do dishes with it. It's not even warm. And, so yeah. There's all kinds of art in Providence. I've seen some really crazy stuff. There's like hidden art. If you jump a fence, run across some railroad tracks, lift up a sewer hole, climb down, and there's a water runoff. It's not a sewer, it's a water runoff from the railroad tracks. There used to be body castings hanging everywhere by ropes, and the ropes were like attached to the wall, like screwed into concrete, and the concrete was carved pentagrams everywhere. It was creepy. So like, you know, like dozens and dozens of body castings hanging everywhere, and they put tea light candles into them. That was creepy. You know, I tell you what, didn't hurt anyone. Took a risk to go across the railroad tracks, but otherwise, didn't hurt anybody to put that there. It's not an eyesore to the city. You gotta find it. It's like hidden away, you know. But then you got like people like the Steel Yard that put art everywhere in the city, but they get paid for it. You know, they're not just making art. I don't want to do any more dishes, guys. I'm going to take a break. Thank you all for watching just about anything. We're going to have these more often if I keep eating. Appreciate it, guys. Peace out. You guys literally watched anything.